Bitcoin alert. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin holding a press conference earlier today talking about Libra and cryptocurrency regulation. He was asked extensively about his thoughts on Libra. Take a listen.
Jay Powell and I meet weekly, and we've talked about this extensively. So there are these discussions going on. They will continue to go on. Again, to the extent that Facebook can do this correctly and can have a payment system, correctly with proper AML, that's fine. They got a lot of work to do to convince us to get to that place.
AML referring to anti-money laundering, of course. His comments coming amid a wild month for Bitcoin, which saw a huge rally that began when Facebook unveiled Libra. And the crypto universe seemingly undeterred. Bitcoin jumping after Mnuchin's comments is now almost back to 11,000. So what does this all mean? Who better to turn to than our crypto baller?
Oh,
Brian Kelly, that's
great,
you.
Great, that's me. Yeah. So it was interesting. I mean, in general, my takeaways, I had a couple takeaways, but number one, this is good, right? We want bad actors out of this new asset class so we can flourish the way that it should. But my takeaways for crypto investors, he also said there are a lot of ongoing investigations, which there should be. So I would expect some more negative headlines out there. That actually might add a little bit of turbulence to the Bitcoin price. I think taking away Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies, now let's go to Libra's kind of payment system. I think it's really unlikely that's going to launch anytime soon. As Mnuchin said, they've got a lot of work to do. They're willing to do it, and good for Facebook. They have the resource to do it, but it's going to take some time for this to launch. And primarily, it sounds to me like it's a concern about big tech disrupting finance rather than the technology itself. And in fact, there's a bill out there now in the Congress. I don't think it'll go very far, but it's talking about keep big tech out of finance. And so that is the sentiment down there against Facebook, and that's the headwinds they're facing.
This all, of course, comes the day before David Marcus, the head of Calibra, which is the Libra effort at Facebook, goes to the Hill and presents his case. Is this good or bad for Facebook? I mean, in the beginning, it was good, touted, it was great. We saw this huge run in Facebook shares ignited by the launch or the potential launch of Libra. Now what?
So originally, as you said, it was good. Now I think it's another headwind where Facebook doesn't need a headwind, where it was sort of getting out of its own shadow, and now it's put back in there. But if you look at a dovish Fed, what's that meant for Bitcoin and what has it meant for gold? It was a positive for both of them. And now we start to see Bitcoin turn south and gold still moving higher. Buy gold off of this.